Um, right. Thank you, everyone. That was a fascinating session. I've got a pre-prepared speech, but I could just speak for like 30 minutes about that whole topic of who's in charge and how we're going to get them to change their minds, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and stick to the script. I'm going to keep it brief because rather terrifyingly, I'm apparently the warm-up act to the climate comedian, the amazing Dr. Matt Winning. So just to kind of wrap up, just to say, in case you weren't here at the start, I'm Carys Taylor. I'm the director of Albert. It's been fantastic to see you all, hear from you all, have your feedback and contributions. So thank you all so much for that. Just to recap on some of what's been said, and to do a bit of a roundup, we've talked about the circular economy, procurement, waste. We've talked about new technology, exciting things that we are looking for in the future. We've talked about fuel and power. I'm hoping you've also had an opportunity to meet some colleagues who are doing amazing work in this space and met the small army that is my team working behind the Albert Toolkit and for you all. We know that this is the tip of the iceberg of work going on across the industry in this space. As today's shown, we're all learning how best to tackle the climate crisis, and it's a complex and dynamic area. But critically, I wanted to let you know something else quite important. We know that it's not all down to production alone, right? As we were just discussing, there's a lot of people in more senior roles that we need to be engaging, and we are looking at that pincer movement. But we're also looking at it from a systemic point of view, right? There's only so far productions can go if they haven't got the underlying infrastructure. So I'm really, really proud of the work that we're doing on this. Not only have we got the suppliers list, hat tip to some of the amazing suppliers that we've got here today, we've also launched a global standard for physical studios. So we're analysing the data from that, and we'll be sharing some insights. And we're looking at place-based solutions. So we're doing what we call the Green New Deal Regional Transformation Plan, pithy, hey, in Wales. And that's a massive data gathering exercise, looking at supply chains and efficiencies, and we're trying to join the dots and make sure it all makes sense. We can properly decarbonise the whole system. Finally, we've spoken a lot today about reducing impact, but at Albert, we're also about making one. Albert provides two types of training, both production and editorial. And I'm pleased that earlier this year we launched a brand new tool, the Editorial Engagement Tool, which provides genre-specific guidance for content makers. And we're looking to continue this work in the new year. In fact, earlier today, we convened at 7 a.m. this morning, which may go some way into explaining why I'm so delirious. We convened the content leaders from the UK broadcasters, so Charlotte Moore, Ian Katz, and Zai, and everyone, along with some CEOs of the production companies, to ask them what they could do to help productions get more sustainable and how we could weave sustainability into storytelling, so that top-down point. I won't keep you much longer. I know that drinks are waiting, and we've also got some comedy to come. But just to finalise, I just wanted to say a final thank you to our event speakers, our exhibitors, the teams at CAMA, MPG, Vector, Creative Zero, Film London, and Green Voltage, who've been around the space and offering some inspiration and information. I hope you found that helpful. And of course, to our amazing event partners, Sargent-Disc, Green Tomato Cars, Good Energy, Location One, and CAMA Asset Store. Thank you to you all.